How long do parakeets live without food? How to avoid starvation. Parakeets have a reputation for being a lot of fun to have as pets. They are low maintenance, but they can still be a handful for a new owner. Like any other animal, the key to keeping a parakeet happy and healthy is to provide it with the right diet. Your parakeet may be eating enough to stay in good health, but there are ways you can help it to manage its food intake and make sure it stays as healthy as possible. So, how long do parakeets live without food? This is a very common question for new owners. However, the reasons they ask this can vary quite a bit. Parakeets can live up to 48 hours without food. But depending on why you are asking this question, you may want to keep watching for more information. If you are hoping to maintain your bird's health, and you are worried he has been overeating recently, then a balanced diet is the key and not starvation. If your bird has not been eating recently and you are concerned about its well-being and wondering how much longer it can live while refusing its food, then your bird could possibly be sick and require expert attention. Or maybe you are going away and are wondering how long you can leave your pet alone, without food. This video will provide you with all the relevant facts and things you should know before leaving your parakeet without food. My parakeet has stopped eating. How long do parakeets live without food? If you have a parakeet that has stopped eating and you are worried it might be starving to death, this is something you need to act on. Many people think they can just wait out the bird's hunger strike and let nature take its course. This is not the case for parakeets, as they are one of the most active birds in captivity and require lots of food intake to survive. When a parakeet stops eating the food you are giving it, it could mean the bird is not feeling well. When a parakeet starts to starve, the first sign will be a drop in weight and overall body condition. The other signs that may be present are lethargy, sunken eyes, listlessness, weakness, and an increased susceptibility to illness. When this happens, you should provide food every 2 to 3 hours as needed until the appetite returns and then offer regular feeding. You may need to try different foods to find the one that your parakeet likes. In addition, you may need to adjust the frequency of feeding and/or supplement with a hand-feeding formula to provide extra calories in order to regain the weight. I have lost my parakeet. How long do parakeets live without food? Another common reason that many people are curious about how long a parakeet can live without food is because they have lost their pet and don't know when it last ate or if it has been eating at all. If your bird hasn't eaten in 2 days, then chances are he won't be able to last very long. Conversely, depending on where it has been lost, it might be okay. If your parakeet was lost outside, it might be able to survive for up to 3 days alone, as it will more than likely have found its own food. However, finding food is not the biggest danger to a parakeet lost in the wild. Predators are. Your bird is a domesticated bird and, as such, has not learned to fight off or evade the wild animals in order to survive. That being said, they can usually only last for about 3 days before predators find them and eat them. If it was lost inside, although it will not be exposed to many predators, the chances of survival are still not as good because it won't have been able to find food or water and will probably die within a day or two. In any case, you need to find him as soon as possible to ensure his survival. I am going away and need to leave my parakeet. How long do parakeets live without food? Every so often, we get asked whether it is okay to leave a parakeet home alone while the owner makes a short trip out of town. It is assumed that they can simply leave bird feed and water in the cage and hope the parakeet is okay until they return. Even if your parakeet is okay food-wise, they are very social creatures, and being left alone for long periods of time can be very stressful. They require constant stimulation and company, so if your schedule keeps you away from the house frequently, for days on end, maybe consider looking for a new home for your pet or find a sitter. Another thing that you need to know about parakeets is they have a tendency to overeat if left for too long with too much feed in their cage, so make sure there's not more than enough food for 3 days in the cage at any given time. I want to stop my parakeet from overeating. How long do parakeets live without food? An overeating parakeet is absolutely a cause for concern. However, starving it is not the answer. You need to find a way to keep your parakeet from overeating and provide them with enough food to sustain them, and give them the nutrition they need. You may need to limit the number of treats that you give them, as this could be the cause. You can opt for feeding it an organic diet of high-quality pellets. You may also want to invest in a good pellet feeder so that you can monitor the amount of food they are getting each day and prevent overeating. If you liked this video, don't forget to give us a like, comment and subscribe. And visit mypetparakeet.com where we answer all of your parakeet questions, big or small. Thanks for watching.